Well, New Year. New Year resolutions. How many of those have been made and not kept? So we don't want you to make New Year resolutions, but we are wanting you to get involved in the 3 New Year revolutions. The first of these is a cultural revolution about how we think about living longer. Still, there are far too many people, including members of the medical profession, who think it's all due to aging, the normal biological process. But the scientific evidence is now clear it is not all due to aging, and aging by itself is not a cause of major problems until the late 90s. Her Majesty was a perfect example. So is David Attenborough. Now you need a bit of luck to avoid the diseases we can't prevent, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and a bit of luck to be born to parents who value education. But aging is not a cause of major problems. There are 3 other causes. One is loss of fitness, which in most people starts in the early 20s when they get their first job and live in an environment dominated by the car, the computer, the desk job, the sofa, and the TV, with lots of calories everywhere. The second is disease. But most of the diseases that affect us as we live longer are not due to aging. They're due to the environment of the car, the computer, the calories, and everything else of the modern world. And disease is often complicated by accelerated loss of fitness due to the third factor, which is negative thinking. Old people can't do things. Let's just do things for them. So, cultural revolution. Go out and tell your friends there's new science about, the elixir of life is being discovered, and it's delivered by Goldster, and it's called knowledge. The second revolution is a healthcare revolution. And we need to support the NHS in its core mission of diagnosis of disease, acute care, for example, if you've had a heart attack, and getting the treatment started, for example, chemotherapy in cancer. But after the acute phase is over, you're on your own for the rest of your life. 99.96% of waking hours with the occasional clinic visit. We now know that self-care is the most important type of care for people with long-term conditions. So we're opening the GHS, the Goldster Health Service, designed to complement, supplement, and support the NHS. And we're providing knowledge, support, links to help you with looking after yourself and your long-term conditions, fighting back against them, adapting to them. And we're also introducing buddy care, because we now know that other people with long-term conditions are a source of tremendous expertise, knowledge, and support. So that's the revolution. The healthcare revolution is the launch of the GHS to complement, supplement, and support the NHS. The third revolution, well, that's for you to think about. Not simply a resolution you're going to get a little bit more exercise, but think a lot about the future and about the decades behind you. We now know you can recover a lot of the ability to be lost from years and decades of the life we have been forced to live in the modern environment. And the Goldster can support you in doing this. We also want you to look forward, to think about the problems that you're most worried about. Dementia, for example, or needing social care. Because we now know the risk of these problems can be significantly reduced. But it requires a new way of thinking, a revolution in thinking that there's much you can do, and it's not just all due to aging. So those are the 3 revolutions. There's a cultural revolution to change the way we all think about living longer. There's the health service revolution, recognizing self-care and buddy care as the 2 most important forms of care for people with long-term conditions. And then it's up to you for the third revolution, the personal revolution. And Goldster is here to support you in these revolutions.